ɛyɛ na yɛka yɛnsɛm bi sɛ ewiase yi nkyene ɛnyɛ dɛ nkamfo no ho ɛna adepa nso na ɛyɛ dɛ ɛtɔn no ho na ɛyɛ yɛayɛ interior ɛyɛ minister Muntaka ɛyɛ Mubarak wayɛ adeɛ bi a kyɛ sɛ ɛnɛ me bɔ me nsɛm ɛde ma ɛyɛ papa yi na yɛayɛ nim sɛ ne appointment ne baayɛ as ɛyɛ interior ɛyɛ minister no kyɛ sɛ nsɛnsɛm bebree yɛ dɛ ɛbaayɛ ɛsan de ne past ɛyɛ nneɛma bi a na asi surrounding ne appointment no dadaada bi asɛm bi no ɛnyɛ afei na yɛbɛyɛ dɛ yɛba aba bɛbɔ so na yɛayɛ nim sɛ ɛyɛ kyɛ sɛ ɔbaayɛ bɛyɛ 9 months yi nneɛma bebree akɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ interior ɛyɛ ministry hɔnom. Now, many reforms has happened together with a IGP ne other let me say security bodies, you know, and you might be bright akoso. So we have this thing in Parliament, public accounts committee. Just say a committee year be an omotenase, and I say yes, there are some period of time you omotenase. Not ya tuyensa edia free all government bodies into obi biara or an appointment abenmo no obeko akwa appear before the public account committee no na chese wakwa de wakobu akunta na se okwa de obaye no de si de ekoso na chese yatototo wano na odwani adi sa adwumadie ye chi a some sectors be especially the health sector no kwalebu mu ne nkro ne bana it has been very damning na chese enye ade a enye adepa yen kind of cray because na me monitor kwalebu die and it is very damning and other sectors are na enye na Muntaka ko pie mu ho ye toto onunyamfo ya no ohye ne answers ohwe ennioma waye chese ennioma odi egu akwam in our security service na chese enye easy so this force chairman of the committee you know eka share ne say hwe ampa no kra wa ba adwuma papa because ono kra wa overwhelmed na en empire bo say onim say dey a John Dramani Mahama obeye let me say it's a reshuffle na obeye no obepese yemfa nko the health sector because nneoma bi wo ho no ma sabi entwa ye nti no ohwa modem ba obo ene ho nkro ne ba na obepese say John Dramani Mahama reshuffle a yede ne be dey yede ne be ko sa sector honum na wakwa ba adwuma to reform da sector and etiefo so wutia anasa wo hwam ya the question is asemo a this chairman the canon no cresa because what if security services no recently it is appealing like ekoye anasa say oh no ni nyina agina so so de wadwen che no ebehye under the comment session nim ede amai also wadwen che no about the security service any Muntaka performance and then the public account committee no they are proposing and as allegedly they are petition the president say enka ombenya ananka eja reshuffle bia bananka de Muntaka akwa share the health sector no ofwaso anasa the subscribe to POG Media. Neshi jumedi nama afufro enso ensa enyade enka be kindly click on the notification bell so send ya the any news be at platform so I want so wohunu the echo and the air but jumedi no dodo na de o yanko ne konkoti the isi the public account committee between Muntaka and Abajuko yanko ne konkoti.
I was going to make a ruling on it. Minister, you've made my job easy. Whatever you said is my ruling on it. Auditors, take note. And you said it's Mr. Miracle, right? Who was the commissioner at that time. He needs to hurry up and come and pay this money. Because he needs to know that he was working with Ministry of Interior. IGP is here. Do I need to go anywhere? And the head of the prisons is also here. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Chairman, by this, then I think we should extend to the 1,001 people who had also done same at the Ministry of Health. Minister, maybe when there's a reshuffle and they want to send you anywhere, they should send you to Ministry of Health. you bring some.
Please, my people don't want me to be. My people don't want me to go anywhere.
Oh, we had 1,001 of unserved bonds from the Ministry of Health. And so if we are all going to take some drastic measures like this, I believe it will go a long way to stop this, because there are people, genuine people, who will go and come back. But when we do this, we sort of place a stop on genuine people who want to go steady and then come back. So I believe that if we put some sanctions or punitive measures like this, it will serve as a deterrent to people who sign bonds, they go, they run away, receive salaries, and don't come back. Thank you.
Chairman, with your kind permission, auditors, I'm a bit curious about paragraph 1826. When he says he came back to resign, and you wrote that in the report, does it mean you cited a resignation letter from him?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And it was received by the commission?
We cited the letter of resignation as to how he submitted it, whether physically or through the internet, but we cited the letter. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I have an explanation for it. He resigned a day after I have resumed office. So he just sent it. And so that is the reason why you have it. So I've given it to the auditors.
Sir, we'll get him. Don't worry. The next infraction is on paragraph 1829, and that is Ghana Police Service, Bono East Region. Gaming Commission, you are discharged, please.
We came together, we'll have to go together. So
Okay.
Almost all those infractions are sitting around, so we are not short of seats.
Abandoned infrastructure at Atechiman. And the amount on it is 1.6 million. What has happened to this project now?
Honorable Chair, yes, this is among a lot of other projects that are still in the abandoned stage. And so that the police administration has taken note of this and then said that we are waiting funds from the Ministry of Finance so that we can be able to tackle most of these projects which are still in the abandoned stage. This is not the only project. There are a lot of other projects in the same stage. Thank you.
Chair, yesterday when we reviewed it, I asked the IGP to do additional work to find out, one, how much will it cost to get it completed? And then two, currently their office that they are occupying in that region is a rented one. How much rent are we paying? So that we'll be able to just suppose, as against the rent that we are paying, whether the amount of money required to finish it, maybe we may be able to use even our IGF to do it, but they are going to tax that. The amount of money will tell us what we'll be able to. If it is so heavy, then we'll have to, like the IG said, we'll have to continue to rely on the Minister of Finance. But if the money involved to get the thing completed is not that huge, then we'll try and use our IGF to finish off renting. So this is what we are trying to do. But like the IGP rightly said, we have so many of that. And following this audit, we have tasked the Estate Department of the Police to itemize all those uncompleted, not just listing them, but also telling roughly how much will be required to get them completed, so that it will help us have a clear strategy how to get them, all those ones completed, instead of going ahead and building new ones whilst these ones are still at the abandoned state. So we hope that once we get those things, you may see some improvement in the number of abandoned projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Your experience and maturity shows. Thank you. We wish we could clone you and send to other ministries.
Put me into more trouble. Huh?
Thank you, Chairman. I think I'm a bit curious about the mode in which this particular property was acquired through auction. And I think that's straight knowledge that properties acquired through such means, auction, may be encumbered in certain ways that you may not be aware. Please, I just want to know whether you've done your checks and whether there aren't any hidden encumbrances which is preventing you from proceeding with the completion or renovation of the property for your staff to move in. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, there's no incumbent so far. It is about getting money from the central government to complete the project, because this is not the first of its kind. We have a lot of this.
IG, please, I'm
sure.
struggling to hear you.
Okay, yes. Yeah. What I'm saying is that this is not the first of its kind. We have a lot of these projects which are all on this stage. And then we hope that with our meeting today, we can channel our grievances through you for most of these projects which are still in this. Some are in the foundation stage, some are in the lintel level. And I think, like Minister said, we'll take our time and compile all these lists so that we can be able to get these projects completed. And so, Honorable Chair, we are passing our issues through you to the central government for assistance. Thank you.
All right, let's move on here. The next infraction is on Tano Ponkrono Tafo. You see, when you change your R to L and L to R, it makes it difficult. Honorable Shirley will take care of that one, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Tafo Pankrono Divisional Police Command. This infraction is to do with abandoned program during study leave. The auditors noted that Sergeant Florence Enyim Kunedu, with payroll number 3741, proceeded on a 4-year study leave with pay from December 2021 to November 2024. However, their checks revealed that she abandoned the program and traveled outside the country. In this regard, Ms. Kunedu is required to refund the total amount of 119,366.13 Ghana cedis as total salaries paid her during her study leave period. The auditors also recommended that the divisional commander should recover those amounts with interest and pay same to the Auditor General's recovery account. Failure to do this, the divisional commander should pay. Can the committee know the progress of this recommendation?
Honorable Chair, the amount involved with interest has been paid and has been recovered and sent paid to the Auditor General recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana. Thank you.
Auditors, please, can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, so the amount has been recovered, inclusive of interest, so a total of 135,178 cedis was recovered. Thank you.
Madam Chair, permit me just to add that, yes, I mean, and graciously to the IGP, we insisted that in the security services, they are supposed to do reconciliation or what do you call it, validation every month. So if you are the superior who failed to do the validation and check very well, you have to be surcharged. And I can tell you this amount of, we surcharged those who were involved and make sure they paid it together with the interest. And I've told everybody, so long as I'm there, if this thing comes, we won't even wait for auditors to raise it. The moment you get this infraction, just know that you are going to pay, and you pay straight without any delay. So, but thank you so much for raising it, the auditors, and we can assure you that we'll do everything humanly possible to make sure that this is reduced drastically. Thank you so much.
Honorable, I think we need you with all our other ministries. You're doing a great job, and we commend you for that. We hope others will follow suit. Thank you.
All right, let's move on. The next infraction is on paragraph 1837, and Honorable Ernest will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chair. So this infraction has to do with unearned salary for district police headquarters, Ginahini. So the auditors noted that one officer, Godfred Akwesi Boatin, with service number 50299, embarked on an annual leave of 40.
Yo, Gusua, Oshe, Ejimedino, and my message on subscribe. Yeah, subscribe like Ejimedino, share them out for friends, and can be kindly click on the notification bell on so send a bay the news be to platform. So I want so who the air core and the air the air bar. I think say what TT behind a very nice encounter between a Muntaka and the committee, you know. Still na you go so ya je wadwenche nti fashion under the comment section from my yanko ne konko to aso minim se wasumi all day we person obekọ akoye dey obekọ akoti yanko ne gogoti.
If you've been able to recover the total amount of 20,991.39 with interest at the prevailing Bank of Ghana rate.
Honorable Chair, the amount involved with interest has been paid, recovered and same paid into the Auditor General recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, and the total amount involved now was 23,178. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the assertion is accurate.
So I think, Mr. Chair, this falls in line with the directive from the minister. And I think
Madam Chair, if you permit me, there was one bit I forgot to mention. And now, with the help of the IGP and POMAC, we are even agreeing that if you are a service commander and you supervise this, you may be hearing complaint. When the time for your promotion comes, we will use all this against you to delay it. So say you sit and supervise wrong things happening. So don't come knocking our door that it's time for promotion. You should suffer not only the repayment, but even when it comes to promotion, yours should be delayed to serve as a further deterrent for people to be up and doing the validation. So we can assure you that we are working so hard to make sure that these things are no longer within the service. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. The next infraction is on paragraph 1841, and Duke Amwakwata Oforiata. Hey, you've taken all the names. We'll take care of it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Payment infraction is payment without official receipts to the tune of 33,040 cedis, relating to 5 payment vouchers of the Buakwa Divisional Police Command. The auditors recommended that the divisional commander should recover the total amount of 33,040 cedis from the divisional paymaster and same paid into the Auditor General's recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, failing which the divisional commander should pay. Please, I'd like to ask, what is the status of this recovery?
Honorable Chair, in terms of the time when the internal auditors were doing their work, some of the documents were inadvertently removed from the payment vouchers, hence the audit query. The official receipts concerned have been subsequently retrieved, submitted, and verified by the auditors. And so there's an attachment of all the payments, the attachments for the 5 companies that these monies were paid with to. So everything has been recovered. Thank you.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, those receipts were subsequently presented to us and we have verified them. So the matter is resolved.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I say something here? One thing that we notice with the auditors, when they write the management, report, I know by law they are supposed to give within a month a response. Because we operate a command and control structure. So sometimes you may write, then they have to pass through the IG and go down. So it takes a little time. Because this one, for example, I'm very sure if it has gotten to the officers involved in good time, all the attachments were there. They will have received it. But because of the route, that's why it delayed and it went. So I will be grateful if maybe with the security agencies, the auditors can find a way of working together to make sure within that 1 month, the thing travels the path and get to its destination. We may be able to avoid some of this because there was no any infraction because just the attachment went off, but it's been submitted as they said. Thank you so much.
All right. The next infraction is on paragraph 1843. And Honorable Eleplim will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This infraction is illegal possession of firearms by civilians. Contrary to the above stated provision, we reviewed that the firearms license and noted that 606 firearms were illegally possessed by civilians since the licenses had expired and had not been renewed, thereby rendering their possessions and use unlawful. We obtained the 606 illegal possession of firearms from the licenses issued from the general counterpole receipts to holders of firearms. Details are below. What is the status of these infractions? Thank you.
Honorable Chair, the division has compiled a database of all licensed gun holders as recommended by the audit team. And so now what we are doing now is we are sensitizing people who are in possession of guns and then they have licenses, and then when the license expired, they don't go to renew as expected. So this thing is now ongoing. We are getting the list of all so that when even the time comes, the police will call you to come and renew your license. So this exercise is ongoing now. Thank you very much.
IG, please, I want to find out what is the process that one will have to go through to register a gun?
Yes, to register a gun means that you have to be given the license or the permit to possess a gun through this firearms registry. So when you have this gun, you are given the permit to be in possession, just like how you get driver's license permit. So you have it for a period of 1 year. And so after a year, you have to go back and then renew your license. But the problem we have is that people don't actually go straight to go and renew their licenses until something happens with the gun before police gets to know that such a license holder has not renewed.
Is the process straightforward? You know, sometimes people are reluctant to do some of these things because of the heckling, the pressures. So is the process straightforward that I have to go to this office, I show, just like you're going to get a driver's license, you go through the test, your eye, and so is the process given, and is the process that straightforward?
Yes, one of the easiest license or renewals to possess is the possession of the renewal of your gun license. It doesn't take you more than 30 minutes to go to this office, firearms office, and immediately they check all the records, and then the license is renewed. That one doesn't take time at all. It's one of the easiest way to possess and then renew your license or your permit to possess firearms. Thank you very much.
Madam Chair, can I also help here? One of the challenges that we have is that everything is manual. Everything that they do is manual. So, for example, you want to possess a sidearm. You write to the Minister for the Interior. I minute it to the NIB, that's the National Investigative Bureau, or the CID. they will do a background check on the chair and see, oh, what does she do? She's a member of parliament. Is she a threat to the public if she holds this gun? They will do all that check, and then they will advise the minister that, oh, upon our checks, we think that she qualifies to have it. But because then now you go to the CID office, they will take your fingerprint, they will record all those things, and then you pay the necessary fees, and then they grant you the license. The interesting thing that a lot of people don't know is that you may take your license in November. In December, it expires. It's not that for 1 year means until next year, November. The law is such that January, every license that you have, even if you held it, if you had it 30th December, January 1st, it expires. You have to renew it. But because all these things are manual, even, is it like driverless, I don't know, DVLA, whether they have computerized their things and now they may have our numbers so that they can send bulk messages to us. So it's like trying to get everybody who has a vehicle to come and renew his roadworthiness. If it is not computerized, it becomes a daunting task. So these 606 that they are talking about, they are scattered across the country. And trying to reach them, I mean, within a year, people might have even changed address and what have you. But what are we doing to mitigate this? We are currently working on digitalizing, like I mentioned earlier, almost every services in the ministry. In fact, we are almost at the tail end of it. We are very hopeful by November, December, it should come on board. So this is what's going to happen. You register, we have you in the registry. In the registry, we have your contact number. We have all your details. So 3 months to expiry, we'll send you a notification that your license will expire 31st December. And you no longer need to walk to any CID office where you have to go and join a queue and do these things to pay the renewal. Once we have, because the data will be talking to each other. Over the 1 year, we have not recorded any criminal activities about the chair that would granted her the license to hold the gun. Automatically, you'll be able to pay through your Momo or using your bank details so that you immediately renew it without having to do the struggle. So many people even tend to forget that the time has come for them to go. And unless they maybe along the line, they just see the gun and say, hey, when was the last time I renewed this? So we want to digitalize this. And by the grace of God, when we are done by the close of, worst case, by the close of the year, all these things will be digitalized and it will give people the opportunity to do the renewal online without necessarily having to walk to the police headquarters. The only thing is that if there's a criminal record over the period, if you want to renew, it may deny you, and that may warrant that you now come fiscal. But it also helps us now, even if you change the address, because we are going to link it to your Ghana card, even if you change your address, we'll be able to tell that Muntaka is having a gun, he has not been able to renew it over this period, and he has changed address from Asarabotwe to Boteman, and we'll be able to track him and either retrieve the gun from him or get him to renew his license. So these are the things that we are putting in place. Thank you, Chair.
Aha, and the Jumadino, ABC, and the Mamma, subscribe, like it, Jumadini, share, Nema. Afofro and so answer in your and can be kindly click on the notification bell so send be the any news be to platform so also be hunu the airco and the air but Ghana be fan into my pay from na Ghana be koswa ejina me no mie so eno nti na POG Media the bia me kanche me catch you say kaya ho na emma ye Ghana nye de into mpon makram.